What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this midday market update in which we'll talk about some important things you need to know about the market today. So today we'll talk a little bit about ETF inflows and just in general news, which the ETF inflows, or at least ETF news, is the only news we'll cover, because apart from that, like I said yesterday, on Thursday we have some economic events which might make the market move. But apart from that, not much is going on right now. Yesterday, of course, Robinhood was sued, or at least sued in everything but name. So that might be interesting later, but for now, it's not that interesting. We'll look at Bitcoin, and then lastly, and maybe most valuable, but that's up to you, we'll talk about which cryptos are best to trade right now. Which, in general, first of all, to start talking about the ETF inflows. ETF inflows are great right now, all right? Because what you see is that we are kind of getting back to the same period of time. When was it? Like earlier in April, when the ETF inflows were positive. But the one big difference is that right now we're also getting some positive inflows for Grayscale. All right, remember Grayscale, which has been dumping on us for a very long period of time, actually saw some positive inflows from that. Last week Friday and yesterday. So if that continues, that's great. All right, that means that there's some constant buying pressure coming in. That's good. And then apart from that, I think I'm also still bullish on Bitcoin. But right now, the thing is, and that's also why to kind of get back on the situation, that I think it's better to kind of wait around right now, is that what you see is that the entire market is quite correlated. All right, so you can see some cryptos perform a little bit better, but overall the market is really bouncing up and down together. So what that usually means, you can also see that the Bitcoin dominance is quite high still. So what that means is that it's just best to wait around. You can also see for Bitcoin, we're kind of bouncing around right here between 64,500 and then the support level right here at 62,800. I think it's to be expected, and I think it's quite likely that we're going to get some spikes up and down. Now that could be great, right? If you're long and we get a spike up, that could be an ideal opportunity to take some profits. But if you're long and we spike down and you have your stop loss there, then obviously it's not so good. So that's why I'm telling you, like, it's better to wait for some real momentum to kick in. Right now the open interest is going up and down, also in sort of a range. Once we see some sort of a pattern, which the overall pattern is still bullish, all right? So that's also why I'm telling you, overall, also looking at the fundamentals, I'm still bullish. But it's best to wait for some cryptos to start moving good on their own, etc. And some are, and that's what we will talk about. But I would still be careful. The market, look, sometimes the market is in easy mode. I don't think the market is in that yet. So then we get to the important part. Which cryptos should you focus on? And for me, it's pretty clear. And like I said, do be careful, all right? Because right now, I would much rather wait for Bitcoin to break above 64,500 to actually get some more bullish confirmation than to enter or FOMO earlier. But the cryptos I do think you need to watch are mainly still AI cryptos, coins like Render, Agix, Fetch, very strong, and enough bullish catalysts fundamentally to perform in the next weeks. So that's good. And then there are some individual coins like Teller, which I think is still relatively bullish, and Teller is also a very manipulated coin that can actually rally much higher, but please be careful with it. Near is another AI crypto that can do well. It's looking to break out of 7.7 here, so that could be good. Athena also, I think, is about to get some sort of a breakout soon, as long as Bitcoin stays bullish and if Bitcoin gets some sort of a bullish breakout. And then we also have LivePair, which is interesting, but also a manipulated crypto, so that's LPT, that's a name. I think PolyX and just in general RWA cryptos like Ondo are also gaining some more momentum, and that's interesting. So there's enough cryptos to watch. RLC, Injective, I think those are all very important to watch. But with most of them, I would wait for some confirmation, and most of them are still below significant resistance levels. So you also have to wait for that resistance level to break, or that you see some sort of momentum gathering that you think it's highly likely that it will break, which I don't think is the case right now. So that's what you need to know. All right. If you do have any questions, then let me know down in the comments. But for now, I think we covered everything. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.